in.
So, what's happening?
We
Well, so wait, who's there? So there's Zed, Ashoka,
Gracchus.
Scarab,
Scarab, Gracchus.
Phineas,
Okay.
and
Being
Kid.
interested in Gracchus.
That was pretty good fighting. Good armor on you. Good armor. So, use bombs?
Don't use bombs.
What?
He is not to be harmed. He is to be disciplined. You know,
He's talking to
that-
Gracchus.
yeah.
I'm talking to him. Do you use bombs? Can you make them?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
I was just gonna use.
Do you ever hide them?
No.
You hide them so they can step on them, and
No, you psycho! What is wrong with you?
I was just testing you. I wouldn't step on the stairs for now.
Walks over to the stairs, does something.
Absolutely never do that again. Phineas.
Leg traps stood by the tower.
Fine.
Just
So
kill
picky,
someone.
you two, so picky. So,
Yes.
who are
right.
we scrying up on now? Hmm?
Mr. Pennywise.
Was Cid there for that?
Oop.
I don't
Oh,
think so.
maybe it would have been around.
I think it came in after.
Well, so Zed
No.
was in
No,
the
'cause
fight caused by Crixes. So
Yeah.
that means that
Cid was on the boat when you guys went to
Yeah.
fight. Yeah, okay.
He was around when Pennywise.
Oh,
escaped.
that bastard.
I have to switch maps for a moment to grab a token because I don't know what I called the dude. Do you remember?
Oh,
Do you remember when you guys were at? What was
Yeah.
the name of
Yeah,
the inn that was,
Oh.
or one of the guys that you fought? What was the name of the main noble?
Oh, I don't remember.
And the guy that we absolutely murdered.
I wasn't there for the
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah,
We did murder him. We snuck into. his
this was
muffin.
in Vied. Okay, now I'm on the same.
Yeah.
No, I don't have his token. Okay, I need to save this and just take a quick peek. Continue on. As you were.
Being creepy McCreepersons.
Yeah.
I just,
Now, Undwin, what I have here is a tube filled with, well, containing some of our subjects' hair and blood. Do you know why?
Because there's magical connection with divinations.
Precisely.
He nods, he smiles like he got it right, and he's beaming. He looks up at Ashoka, and his smile disappears.
Phineas begins the spell.
The Dusty Bow Roadside Inn.
The Dusty Bow.
Okay, so I will save this token to my desktop. Major John Seeger.
You're thinking Bob Seger, and it's not the same guy.
Right, that's exactly like, why does this sound like a fucking rocker?
Oh, because I have him in a folder called the Shadow Star Plot, just because that was what was going on at the time. Okay.
That was, I guess.
Yep. I'm gonna go to the world map. And we'll go to conversation, and we'll get the tokens of those that we need for this conversation. Who are Cid, Ashoka, Scarab. And you're trying to spy upon Seeger. There's a Cid. I will enforce and center. There's an Ashoka. A Phineas. A Scarab in battle armor. Undwin is there. And so is Nem.
And that's when I says, I found these brave companions to, to protect me when I get ganked while taking a shit.
Yeah, I'd be kind of surprised if he's still by himself.
Did you meet his personality?
Did you see what kind of hair he chose to have?
He could have had literally anything.
And that's what he wanted.
Oh,
Benson, the best dog ever. Okay, what is the DC of the save?
He is going to take a. He would have taken his extract.
Advantage.
Yeah, his advantage before that. So the DC will be 24.
Plus,
Nine.
yeah, the penalty for the.
Because I've got.
Don't we have? You have his hair, yeah. Okay.
And you were familiar with, like, he knew him for years? Because he was the boss?
Yeah, you knew him for quite some time.
So that sounds like familiar.
Yep. So you could add all the penalties into the DC.
I have to look him up now.
Guessing it's 39, something like that. It's where are you? I see you. 38 or something like that.
Scrying. Here we go. All right. Knowledge.
Okay.
Familiar minus.
Pennywise was a
29.
swashbuckler 6, aristocrat 6 when he escaped, which means
39.
he has a good will, although his wisdom was low.
Yep.
DC 39. Okay. No, he doesn't make 39. All right, we'll see how indisposed he is. What time of day are you doing this scrying?
We're doing this in the evening.
Okay. So like 9 o'clock at night. Vaddapol time would be. Okay, one is one is Vivernus, 2 is the Duchy of Zengar, 3 is Citadel by the Sea, 4 is the Grand Bastion. We'll see how far west he made it. Or east, sorry.
He's right behind you.
Okay. And then how vulnerable is he? 6, he's like in the middle of a raging tavern or something. 1 is he's sleeping alone somewhere. All right. You do notice that a man comes into view, and he is sitting at a table. He's actually playing a game of cards. It's a strange game. You don't recognize it. There are cards and tiles and mix, and there are coins. And give me a perception check. You can.
He's cheating already.
No, at first you don't recognize him.
Oh, jeez. What the hell? 38.
You see through his disguise. He's changed his hair color, or he's changed his haircut. He's grown out a mustache. He's kept his hair short. He's wearing leathers of an imperial officer.
And
And
those leathers of the imperial officer have a mysterious puncture in them somewhere.
Oh, he's gotten those mended by now. There's a card table. You notice that a bunch of there are a few imperial-looking types playing cards with him. There are also more olive-skinned folks that would come from the region far to the east and a little bit to the south. You're guessing by some of the makeup that some of the locals are wearing that you are looking at the protectorate of Kafrania. Kafrania would be like the remnants of ancient Egypt. It's the place where Radimer is from, Kafrania.
Okay. Is Kafrania within 1,000 miles?
It's a good question. I haven't measured it out, so let's go to the map. Give me a knowledge geography.
Phineas, where is this? Where is Kafrania?
Just give me a second. I lost my Twitch here. There we go.
225 divided by 5.
Oh, it's geography?
25.
Oh, yeah.
Or something. Here,
45.
Plus 20.
45. Yeah.
45 hexes away at 60-mile hexes is 2,700 miles away.
Jesus Christ.
3 teleports. Or, yeah, 3 teleports to get there.
Yeah, you could see the tile of the game. He's got little pyramids and little columns and like little sphinxes in front of him. He's playing some sort of complicated card game.
He basically has been traveling continuously. That's like
He's gonna go find Atlantis and
3 months of continuous travel.
Yep. He's traveling the way that the circus or the Road of Sorrow, which gladiators, which became the Circus of Dread, went. And I'll put his token down. He is somewhere in the Protectorate of Kafrania. You guys know that the largest city of Kafrania is the Citadel-by-the-Lake, which is a big port city, or effectively has a big port by a river. Heavily occupied by the Imperium. He's hiding.
Sorry, if it's heavily occupied by the Imperium, do they have one of those teleport stones?
Knowledge Arcana.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Adam, do you mind doing it? D20 plus 35.
Sure. 44.
Not yet. The next node in that network is Vaddapol. There's one in Cantport. There's one in Vinvasa. It's like they're building them out.
Phineas, I would look at a way to get around those things, just so you can travel freely if you want.
Sounds like the chaotic guy, not the lawful empire guy. Phineas.
Yes. Yes.
You said it was over 2,000 miles away.
Yes, 2,700. Give or take.
He's playing a game called Pharaohs.
Do you have any scrolls of greater teleport here?
I shall have to check my... Do I?
Let's see. One, it's in the Nook, as it should be. 2, there's an IOU note. And 3, it's just empty. 3 is just empty.
Fucker. Virtually, it seems to have been pilfered.
But we now have a tower cat to keep the mice at bay.
Now, what all spells can you cast through a scry?
Certain detects message.
Can you cast a Gias through?
I don't think you can do. No.
That sounds like that's where my brain's going.
Come back.
Motherfucker. All right. Well,
He's gambling. The irony is the problem that got your Ludus. He got your Ludus got into at the beginning of, was gambling. Ah, fuck! You notice that he loses. He's not a very good gambler. Even with spending a few points in it over the last few levels. Let's see. Oh, he's doing decent. You notice he's chatting with some people. I'll get you next time. Yes, here's one of my pyramids.
oh, I'm gonna cast message.
Okay. They're chattering, and there's more cards being. He's just
Okay,
leaning back.
I want to know if it works because they can hear a message spell, so I'm gonna make it look like he's cheating.
5% chance per caster level. I guess this is Phineas's caster level, so there's a 55% chance a message spell would work for this casting
I'll
of
roll it.
Scry.
Oh, it doesn't work.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, because I was going to be like, he's got a king. He's got a blue pharaoh.
right, whatever it is.
Just keep saying whatever random shit.
What's going on? fucking up his day. You can see they're playing cards. I don't know how long this spell lasts. Minute per level. So you've watched him for 5 minutes now. What are you doing? You've deduced that he might be somewhere in the Protectorate of Kafrania.
Okay.
Yep.
By the game he's playing and by the look of the locals. Maybe he's closer, maybe he's further away. Like, he could be as close as the Duchy of Zengar, and then, you know, he could be in a different... He could be in Stygia by now.
Well, we need 2 levels before we can pick him up.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Indeed.
Sorry, Gracchus, for getting your blood up.
It's alright.
I wonder if I should send him some nightmares.
Yeah, you should.
Poor Prentice doesn't realize how close he was. Now, how'd you do that scrying within, I don't know, about a month of him escaping?
Yeah, we might have caught
We
him.
didn't have teleport, though.
Yeah, that's true.
There was no...
There were 2 other fugitives that also escaped during the same time. There was Drull the Gladiator and a first-level Inquisitor warrior of Hextor.
Drull had potential.
Let's get Drull.
Alright.
I'm not going home empty-handed.
I guess we'll Arcane Bond, another
Okay.
scribe.
Now, did you have
A piece of the...
Yeah, we had pieces of everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the DC? Now, you didn't know him very well.
It would be
No,
like 34.
34.
Yeah.
Huh. 34, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Foxfire, we can't teleport multiple times to get there because we have no reference point to get in between.
Phineas is not well traveled. Or neither is Ashoka that far.
He started west and moved east, so he doesn't know how to get further east. He could go further west.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. So... Alright. It's evening. Give me a perception check. There is this lonely-looking circle with stone statues all around it.
23.
40.
And you notice that one of the statues cocked its head slightly up towards the stars.
There
we go. So that statue there is a boy?
Alright, so he gets the smacking in.
Yes.
Alright.
Gonna cast a couple of spells first.
Alright, Drull, when he escaped, was a 4th level barbarian gargoyle.
I don't care, you're dead.
Oh, and we use gargoyle as a like a base race. Yeah. Cool.
Getting the band back together again.
Alright, let me put a
If I was Ahmed, I'd be like, why the fuck aren't you just saving me from prison?
Alright, so he's gonna put up gonna use haste. Displacement is mutagen.
We're not leaving empty-handed. Yeah, we came after you, Drull, because Prentice traveled too far.
Yeah, remember Apprentice guy? Fuck him. Well, dude.
Is Drull from Stygia? He is.
Full strength bark skin. Yeah.
Ashoka's just putting up a mage armor, a shield, and invisibility. And fly.
I'll put up a long arm too, just 'cause. Haste is one of the last things to go up, obviously.
That's how.
Just over the fucking hill.
That's how many miles he flew away before stopping.
Lazy bastard.
Well, we're gonna find out by teleporting because I don't think there's any landmarks.
Nope. Yeah, I know where he is. He probably like flew to an island or something like that and thought he was safe.
Alright.
Ahmed, you were muted. If you were chatting at us, you were totally muted.
What the fuck happens to us when we teleport into the ocean?
I knew I fucking couldn't trust you guys.
All right, who's teleporting?
Ashoka.
Okay, who is Ashoka taking?
Cid and Gracchus.
And could you arrange yourself around Drull?
Sure.
Where is Drull on the map?
I'm on conversation.
Conversation.
Oh, conversation. All right.
Wait, 270. How many miles? 279?
Yeah, he could have been 4,000 miles away, and you guys would just like either the teleport failed or you're.
Yeah, it just go bloop. Yeah, no, you just end up not going, right?
Fuck. Let's roll as a slow like what's going on. Give me an initiative.
Honey, we're home. Ashoka rolls a 12.
Shit, this is plus
4. 5,
Second.
6, 7.
And Cid.
Ashoka,
was the total like 4.3 or something like that?
It's I have a +2, so
6.2. Okay. Scarab?
19.3.
Drull?
7,
Oh, Cid, sorry.
17.7.
Alright, and Drull's amazing.
Ashoka should be 14.2.
He doesn't have. Okay. D20 plus 3. 11.3. So he goes last. Scarab, what are you doing to this poor thing?
He's gonna full round him in the face with his merciful Mudachi.
Okay.
Kaboom! Possible critical.
Are you going to confirm the crit?
Yep. Helix stuff. 28.
Confirms the crit.
Mercy, motherfucker, man!
45.
45 is standard crit and 1d4 bleed.
Alright, so.
Ooh.
Plus. Ouch.
Scry teleport. It is the game at a certain point.
That's why I think changing up magic is good.
68. Non lethal.
Alright, he's not unconscious.
Alright, I hit him again. Possible critical.
Are you rolling to confirm?
Not this time. How's he looking? Like, did
Oh
that
yeah,
block him?
that definitely bloodied him.
Okay, yeah, he's not gonna. Yeah, he's not gonna crit him again.
Luke is like, again! It's already hit him so hard over the bridge of the nose, he dies.
It's coming out of your bonus pay.
Another 30.
Okay, so 98 non-lethal. We need to roll his hit points. You want to roll 2d12s?
13.
No ones?
No ones.
Okay, so 24. He's got toughness and favored, so 84 plus 13. He has 97 hit points, and you just gave him
95 damage or something.
98 damage. Okay, so he falls unconscious.
Yo, basically. I believe the term is surgeon with that thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. He's...
As long as you don't get grabbed.
It was a magic.
Yeah.
Oh wait. What level of barbarian do you get DR?
7.
Check.
Might have DR1.
Yeah, he might have. It's 10th level for DR2.
DR1 is 7th.
Okay, he's not 7th yet. So yeah, you beat the piss out of him. Now there's just this windy breeze from the nearby ocean, and he found some ruin. There are some other ruined statues from some bygone age.
Does it look like anything that would be his?
Yeah, there's some equipment.
Hey, we'll pack up his thing. We'll back for him.
It looks like he ate a rabbit or something. He was you pack up his stuff. How are you? He's now bleeding.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Oh, so.
Ashoka will go to stop the bleeding. Like, put a bandage on.
Heal check.
Heal check.
Can you do a heal check?
Yeah. 13.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, Cid will try. Not much better. 8.
Oh, he's still bleeding.
Oh, man. You gotta poke your finger in where the blood's coming out. That's. Oh, I think I made it worse.
Okay.
Okay, another try.
Let's try this one.
11.
Booyah! 17.
There
Okay.
you go.
We're gonna roll 2d4 before this happens. I just want to see how much.
4.
6. Oh, that was the first one. 4. So you had 15 lethal, and then one of his 97 hit points. One of his non-lethal is actually lethal. Okay, he's beat up, but finally his wound starts to the blood starts to coagulate. And he's unconscious. You gather up his meager belongings.
Mm-hmm. This worked pretty well. We'll teleport him back to the. We'll teleport him directly back to the Ludus.
Okay, percentile.
Doesn't he have to be willing?
When you're unconscious, you're willing.
Abduction.
8.
8, sure. Right back to the Ludus, and he'll wake up the next day in his cell where he belongs.
Well, I'll send Nemi to go deliver a message to Phineas.
Okay.
The master gives you the most gracious thank yous for your
Sid's on the way.
participation
Sid's going
in the
back
successful
anyways.
collection of Drull. You have been very polite.
Oh,
Yeah, they picked him up.
Tell him he's welcome.
that is so mean. Just his time of
Hey,
of freedom caught up to him, a season later.
Well, it was also like the whole. It was just like caused by the frustration of not getting the guy you want. It's like, who the fuck else do we know that we could tell a gang? Oh yeah. Well, we also had a award out for him. Like, we'll never have to pay that talent or whatever we posted for him.
Nice. I've stuck his token back down on your Ludus.
Now, since he is one of our tempi, do we have to re-register him, or
No, you probably just need to file paperwork that you've recaught your
successfully
fugitive and
the fugitive?
pay a fine or something.
Hey, Drull, you're back!
It's so miserable. Oh, are their tokens still off in the? Oh yeah, there they are. Drull. Delete that one.
bunch
Hey,
of
you met
assholes.
Krakus?
You met Krakus. Cool. He's a 6th level barbarian though. He's been leveling up in the wilderness. So I'm gonna drag Drull back into your conclave sheet.
I think he'll be an excellent addition to the group.
And he's tougher than old Vigo, tougher than Nova, tougher than Quailsy. He could easily just be slotted right back in as one of your gladiators.
I think his morale's going to be a little low for a little bit.
Oh yeah. We'll add Drull, a line for Drull.
So
And we'll fill that out later.
dudes, I am tired because making basic sentences is like fucking effort. I don't even know what I was trying to say. Droll, something, droll, something, dark side, something.
Red Bull.
Okay.
Red Bull.
I'm drinking a coffee right now.
Good, because it's only 8:14. Could be a wuss. Magnus. Oh, Magnus.
Oh no.
Magnus, you've been denied water again.
Sid's not visiting him this time.
And Cid hasn't been visiting him. Basically, we've established that after a few days, Magnus is passed out. Magnus, you're near the point of passing out again, and this priest comes in and just yells scripture at you the entire time. Give me a will save.
Oh, Magnus does.
Magnus is still keeping somehow his wits about him, even though his body is suffering. I'm just looking at heal as a way to torture. Erode willpower.
Oh, that's.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Magnus also has endurance, toughness and endurance. So should have had a bonus against the.
Yeah, you should add a +4.
+4. Yeah.
Do you not submit? Do you not submit your prideful ways?
Is it here? Let's give him the finger.
Is that the sign of the conqueror that you show me?
That would be hilarious if that was the sign of the conqueror.
It is.
We went through the fingers. Each of the fingers has a representation of five-faced God, and the middle finger is the conqueror. So it is hilarious then. Is that the conqueror? Or are you committing more heaps upon heaps of blasphemy?
Magnus doesn't have the energy to make a hole with his other hand and put that finger in that hole.
I tried. Don't think for a moment that I did not try. You will come to wish that I, Vostok, the town crier, comes to visit you again. Because you are stubborn, because you are willful, and full of blasphemies, I must relinquish our time together, so that another may step into my place. You will miss me, Corsican heathen!
There's not much in terms of response that Magnus could do. He's,
Okay, yeah, there's a bunch of perfumed priests that are coming in. Oh, I was just finishing reading some scriptures to our barbarian friend here. And how did that work? He remains willful. It is as if he's got rocks stuck in his head. Yes, the Corsicans fought to the bitter end. The spirit in them is great, but we must harness this spirit. Eventually the cow will learn to wear a yoke. Leave him to me. I want to know what he knows first. Vostok, leave us. Leave us! Yes, Archbishop. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. He backs away. Now, I shall call upon... I shall call upon the power of our five-faced god to learn what this heathen has discovered. The Inquisitor Lucius goes to the door, makes sure that anyone is there. He dismisses the guard. Take a walk. Yes, sir. They close the door. What about this one? Don't worry, I'll summon silence around it. He goes over and starts casting a spell. Actually, he goes around and puts little beads down at the corners of the room, as Dimitri was chatting away, but actually went very quiet when he saw Caleb. He turns around, and once he's done placing these weird little stones, he gives the Archbishop a nod. The Archbishop begins to cast a spell.
Knowledge Arcana. Oh wait. I don't have that.
Shall we compulse him to tell the truth? Let us see how willful he is first. The Inquisitor Lucius gets a pole. just kind of nudges you. It's like a pole arm without the actual business end on it. He is awake. Ah. May the five-faced god grant me the ability to discern the truth. And truth shall be known by my ears and eyes, by my touch and tongue. By scent, the five senses are of the five.
It's gonna taste the truth out of you.
Max just an eyebrow like, what the fuck? What are you gonna touch?
You notice the Archbishop. What is your name?
Magnus is almost passed out from like.
Yeah, you're still awake and you're kind of just getting...
dehydration?
Yeah, you're just getting prodded a little bit.
Magnus. Deus. Cord.
And Cord is the deity that you follow.
I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'll whisper into the mic, but loudly,
We
so
can
you guys
hear
can
you.
hear.
We can hear you.
We hear you. That's good.
On the day of the summer season end games, did you see something in the clouds that came to you?
Yeah.
What did you see?
Sonya.
And who is Sonya?
My love.
And what was Sonya?
A fighter.
He's asking me what was Sonya.
Yep.
Sonya was a fighter.
Do you know what she became? Says the Inquisitor, who might be better at asking questions than the Archbishop.
This is one of those, you tortured me for what? To tell you, what? Just ask me what the fuck was in the cloud.
Ask me the question, motherfucker.
Is this why I'm here? You fucking kidding me?
Answer the question. You get a little prod from a stick.
Does Magnus know what she was? Magnus, I think, should know, right?
Yeah, you know she's a Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
Was she your mortal lover?
Yes.
How long ago did she die? Apparently they don't keep up on a lot of the gladiator stuff. It's a 6th level fighter, who cares?
Crixus killed her.
You notice them muttering amongst themselves. Crixus of the sea god's fury, the dragon.
Yes.
Ask him what else did he see? Says Caleb Goodman. His voice is chills up your spine. When you were between death, what did you see?
One second.
Answer the Archbishop.
Gord's name. Sonya. And my body.
The Inquisitor looks back to the Archbishop, like he's asking, like he's kind of like looking at him, like, does that make sense? Caleb Goodman is just quietly and passively looking at you, like he's looking at a bouquet of flowers or something mildly pleasing. Archbishop Gustus Cantamber, he grows, and where did you see the name of your deity?
In the ground.
Inquisitor Lucius.
I wanted to go to Cord, but I was sucked back into my body. Why?
The spell, whispers Inquisitor.
Why? I was free.
Do you know what deity Chilla worships?
No.
Magnus doesn't give a fuck.
Where was your god's name written?
In the ground, down.
They cast glances at each other, the Archbishop and Caleb. The Inquisitor Lucius just simply watches. What significance is this to you?
I was going to my god's realm. I was going to court. But I was put back in my body. By 2 hero points.
Do you know what is in the ground where your god's name is written?
My god's name. A place where the souls would go. To their gods.
Do you know what is in the ground where your god's name was written?
Do I know what's in the ground?
The answer to that is yes. Now,
There's,
what do
there's
you want to
absolutely
say?
nothing making you say yes, but they quickly hopped on when you tried to be a little bit evasive.
Did I see anything else flare up?
Well, you saw the arc
name.
where the name
Cord's
was.
name.
No, you didn't see anything else flare up. You saw
Nothing else.
you saw the names of other gods written in there, but Cord's name stood out,
But it was the only one that was...
glowing. Yes.
Do I know what's in there?
I'm confused.
Answer him. You get a little poke from a stick.
Away to court.
Was Magnus lying, or
Away to court. He didn't finish the sentence. Away to Cord's name. So is that lying? I don't know.
It's evasive.
His name there.
I think that is enough.
I didn't die before.
We must decide what to do with him. Yes, he has seen too much.
Fuck you guys.
And he remains willful. Surprising after being denied water for so long. Well, we will have the arraignment. There are others that will ask questions. They already have. Summon our Grand Mage and this Damian, as well as the Ludus owner. What is his name? Ah, yes, I believe I know the soul that you speak of. I will want to speak to them. And schedule his arraignment. Yes, of course. Will you allow me to extract more from him? No, you are much more of a punishment, and his fate is yet to be decided. Very well, Archbishop. I wait to serve the 5. Inquisitor Lucius gives a harumph to that, and the 3 of them leave.
Suck it.
Very willful. Pretty soon, there are officers from the Towers of Faith with a messenger that are summoning Damian. Damian told the church that he could be summoned through Phineas.
Yep. So Phineas is going to need to go get Ashoka to cast Ascending to Damian. Phineas,
you've got soldiers from the, you've got a messenger from the Towers of Faith saying, you and Damian, as well as, they know that you're the leaders of your former conclave, or the Ludus of the Conclave of Crimson Scale, are being summoned by the Archbishop on the matter of Magnus's immortal soul.
Some serious shit right there.
You're muted, Mark, if you're saying anything.
Shut up. How long does it take to learn sending? Because he does want to learn it anyway. So.
You could do that in an evening of one of the.
Yeah.
Now, do you have it? Do you have a source of it somewhere? Like where you're learning it from?
A scroll, maybe.
I think I have a feeling sending is one of those things you guys have used up already in the in your scrollery.
Why?
Because I think we've done this already. Like
No, we haven't.
Not with sending.
No.
Check the tapes. I'll wait while you go back. Go back through 50 episodes or whatever.
Grab a weekend.
I would have just tried to learn it instead.
We did it with teleports before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so 1, there's a scroll there. 2, there's an IOU with a specific wizard's name behind it. 3, it's just empty.
1.
No, I had the first roll on the.
He's empty.
All right, who's this wizard? Who is this? Who is this?
3, it's empty.
Who didn't leave the IOU?
So maybe the former master needed to do it and then just forgot.
His name is illegible. I can't tell who it is.
Says Seymour Butts. Is there a Seymour Butts here? I don't see more Butts.
Yeah, he has to go to Ashoka then. Or unless there's another wizard he knows happens to have it. But...
Okay. So you go and visit Ashoka.
To me,
you go see Ashoka almost immediately. Ashoka,
Spellbook.
it's near the end of the week, so Ashoka is there.
Most polite for him to come visit you directly.
I'm surprised he didn't send a messenger for me.
Perhaps he has learned his lesson.
Perhaps.
Ashoka's gonna find such a bad ending.
You should prepare some tea.
by ratzers.
Okay. You go upstairs. You almost had like the instinct to go walking into your old lab, but you notice that somebody else has moved in there. You could hear someone like sharpening blades in there.
Alright.
Gracchus has that room now.
He's an alchemist.
Yep.
Yeah.
Phineas, come to speak with Drull?
Drull. No. I've come to ask a favor.
Anything.
Would you mind sending a sending to Davies?
Not at all.
Required for Magnus's arraignment.
Oh, when will that arraignment be?
I don't know. He gives you the date.
Yeah, it's soon. It's like he needs to come back here. Toot sweet.
All right. Will we be picking him up?
I believe the Circus of Dread has teleportation capabilities. I should be able to get him back.
All right then. Ashoka. Tea. Ashoka will start casting the spell.
Yeah, after some rigmarole, like 4 hours later, Damian is now once again back amongst the others. Does Damian bring anyone from the circus
It would be at least Grizaak.
Yeah, well, I guess No.
You want me to say shit on Magnus? I don't know, but okay.
No, you can go. You can go. I will get in touch when I need you. You can go.
Where's the next pooper?
You are just gonna end up
Right
in
There, he
prison.
finds a doorway and hoops right in front of it.
Does it love you like good old Grizaak fertilizer? Yeah.
Damian,
You feel free to kill it. I don't care.
good to know.
Fester comes in and starts like picking up the poop into a into a bucket.
Welcome.
Dwarf, go away.
Anymore where that came from.
Go away.
Where did we teleport to?
You would have.
You have to
Teleported
conclave of the...
knows,
Well,
he would have teleported to.
so
his own
did
Ludus.
we pick up... So who did the teleporting, I guess is the question here.
Yeah.
Grizaak did. Okay, where did
Okay, so where
Grizaak
did the
teleport
Grizaak
to?
go? Because he's not
His
shitting in
own,
my house.
his
He doesn't know where my house
his
is.
own Ludus.
So he's
Okay,
shitting in
so
his
his
house.
own
It's,
Ludus.
across the street.
Okay, fine. So
You're welcome.
he walked Damian to the Ludus, took a shit outside the Ludus, and now you're telling him to go away.
Go away.
You guys got a talking snake.
Oh, actually, no. Sorry.
I was going to say,
You
oh,
guys got a talking worm. Oh, look at it.
Not very polite.
How often do you say, oh, look, it's a lion? It's mighty small.
Oh, you need to go.
What's that?
He just flies away.
Okay. All right. After he flies away, Nem's like,
Master, perhaps we should save his poop.
yes, perhaps we should.
Well, that would make two of you now, wouldn't it?
it's good to be home, and Fester's cleaning up the poop, and you go wandering back in.
Festa,
Yes, master. It's like half
that's
scooping
with the
it.
components.
What's that?
Put that with the components.
Oh, right. He's got the little fucking hand shovel, and he's got Grizaak's. What consistency is it, Ahmed? Was it like really runny, or was it like really solid, or?
This is probably like I don't know what he eats, but it's probably like very, very dirt,
Okay.
putty, sand. Just
It's got a lot of clay in it for some reason.
yeah.
On 1 to 10,
Very
it's
earthy.
clay.
Very
All right, so a little bit of blood because I'm sure that eating gravel is not good for your digestion. So Fester does go and
Means it
save
come
it
out
with
faster.
components.
More explosive.
You should write down on your character sheet.
Grizaak's.
You've got some Grizaak poop.
We have essence of Grizaak, which we can then use to...
Some Grizaak.
Here,
we-
6. Eat this.
No.
No, it would need more than that. However, this is definitely connection material for a scry.
It's connection material for a scry, and all we have to do is get Grizaak to have an accident.
Hey, the band's back together. Damian, Ashoka, Phineas.
Oh, we're missing Magnus, though.
Oh, we're gonna go
Yeah.
see him,
We're gonna go see him over there.
and he'll be, all fucked up, just like regular.
It's so nice
Um,
to see you both here. Our former wizard and our former lawyer.
I believe he's our current lawyer, actually.
I am, yes. Summon me at any time.
Would you like some tea?
I would, thank you, ma'am.
Mm.
Most polite.
Eggy! Long time no see. Oh. So nice to see you again, Damian.
Bring your staff.
You can call me Grand Mage of Vaddapol. I could, or I could call you Eggy. Of course.
Grand Mage. Lord Van Imp.
So, have you heard anything new about Magnus's situation?
There are some particulars, Damian, that you might be interested in.
Such as?
apparently some of those we've been dealing with in this city are doppelgangers.
Well, it's not surprising they came back, I suppose. Didn't figure we got them all.
Yes, apparently the, well, I'm forgetting his name. Primus, no.
Commissioner?
Cavalier, no. Commissioner, yes. Commissioner, yes.
Dmitri Vaska.
Yeah, apparently the commissioner was one.
Ah.
For at least a period of time.
I see.
So, I doubt that they think this has anything to do with that. It's just interesting that the Inquisition is in town. Specifically around doppelgangers.
Yes. Should be pointed out that the law with regards to the church is a bit more flexible, shall we say, to their needs.
Yes. This Arlen fellow that you're traveling with these days.
Yes. What of him?
He's a peculiar background, doesn't he?
The legless
just an-
gladiator? Yes, I would call him peculiar.
Yes, the legless gladiator that speaks on the behalf of someone who purchased him mere a short period after, being purchased.
Yes, well, Lady Opal has her quirks, I suppose, but it's not unusual for an owner to put trust in a slave. I wouldn't, but
Usually trust has to be built up, earned over time.
well, apparently they did protect her for a good journey. She doesn't seem to be under any enchantment, if that's your concern.
You haven't noticed anything odd about the paperwork, have you?
Actually, I did, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
What was it particular?
I can't remember what the particular... Something was off with the paperwork.
It was around Zamicles.
Oh, right, and Radimer, and it all got straightened out with the next sale. Like they kind of pushed that all to the
there
side.
were some peculiarities, however, everything seems to have been straightened out with the final sale.
Interesting. So it was the sale to Radimer that had issues?
Damian also knows that it's not uncommon because of the chaos of like a continent at war
Yeah.
for like the initial enslavement of people to be a bit sloppy.
Yeah. Nothing is...
Paperwork wise, anyways.
Yeah. The paperwork is incomplete or perhaps not done quite right. It's not that unusual, however, given the continent is in the state that it's in for people who are recently newly enslaved, that things aren't quite perfect with the paperwork.
Could you remind me again who the seller was? This Zama something or other?
Zamicles, I believe his name was, one of these dragon people.
Dragon. Interesting. Interesting.
Nem just nods because his master's interested and tops up the tea.
What are you thinking, Ashoka?
Oh, nothing. I just, well, to be perfectly honest, that artifact, to be perfectly honest, when Ashoka says those words, the next thing's coming out is not honesty. To be perfectly honest, we have discovered that. Remember Hardball? Oh, were you there? No, you missed Hardball. An artifact was dug up by the trolls, which allows a being to consume the hearts and essences of others, thus giving them the ability to not die, being one of them. Well, the dragon, Zargon, has taken a liking to said heart, and, well, we need to find dragons to feed him.
Well, Arlen has one.
Yeah, we noticed. So do the, there's a couple at the house as well, and now this Zamocles fellow. There's a few of them around. Should keep the little gaffer happy for a while.
How is Zargon after all? He didn't show up to the games. What happened there?
Most impolite.
Yes, apparently he was waylaid by the weather.
That's unfortunate.
I suspect
Sure,
this...
you had him on your side, things would have gone entirely differently.
I'm fairly happy with how things turned out. Roll the fucking bluff check. He wanted both sides. He didn't want his team to win, but he wanted ever so much for the circus to lose.
Okay. Yeah.
He's fucking like Gargamel from like the Smurfs.
All right.
Gargamel.
I know me. So, all right. Is there anything that we should know about this sort of arraignment?
Careful what you say. It's not. Magnus may be the one on trial, but everything you say would be judged as well. I'm not worried about you so much confessing to something. But, Phineas is a little straightforward, shall we say.
Master, may I make a request to remain here while you go to the church?
Well, if I'm going, and Phineas is going, and Damian is going, we need somebody to look after this place.
Yes, and you really don't want to go.
All right, the three of you are going to the Towers of Faith.
Yep.
When you get there, you say that you're there to meet the Archbishop. Pretty soon you are escorted into a waiting area.
We dress piously.
Yeah.
Just in
Darks on darks, everything muted, nothing flashy.
Yeah, Damian's
nothing
got
obscene.
only his family ring on and
Does Phineas bring his big pimp staff with him?
An Inquisitor comes. I think you've talked to this Inquisitor before, Damian?
Damian, yeah.
Ah, they've arrived. He glances at Damian and there's a twitch across his face like he doesn't like Damian. You all be on your best behavior when you meet the Archbishop. And he glances at each of you.
Raises his eyebrows like, I am the Grand Mage of Vaddapol. My behavior is typically perfect.
Ashoka knows he was aiming the comment at Damian by not looking at Damian.
Yeah, this is a good time to bring your staff, dude. As I said, bring that shit.
Ashoka nods.
Mhm.
Break the flow.
Damian just smiles.
He hates you.
If there's another person who's going to end up being eaten by rats at the end of this campaign, it's probably Damian. It'll be Ashoka and Damian in a pile being eaten by rats.
It's just the music and the credits, and Damian's corpse and some rats like checking out the corpse and scooting by. Just lying
being, like, poisoned to death by his sister.
The rat comes into focus. It kind of sits there for a while, cleans itself while Damian's corpse is not moving.
Coming out of the eye socket.
Blood pooling or something like that. Okay, the Inquisitor waits with you. It's almost like he wants to hear your cross chatter.
I think, well, Ashoka's happy to, like, look at the Inquisitor's navel, like, not quite making eye contact, but, you know.
Very touching that you've shown great concern for your champion.
It's a business thing. You wouldn't understand.
The heathen is important for the functioning of the ludus.
Ah. And are the two of you still part of this conclave of Crimson Scale? He says to Phineas and Damian.
Remain their attorney. I don't need to be there full time for that.
Yeah.
My own position is somewhat of a grey matter. I'm not currently performing any functions for them. I do, however, remain under contract to the owner.
Ah. The owner being...
The owner of the Five Coasters, whatever it's called. He remembers.
The owner is the five-wheel coaster or something like that. Like there's some there's some name.
That's what he rhymes off.
Okay.
The five-wheel coaster.
Ah. He seems to have known that, but he probably doesn't know who owns the five-wheel coaster and was fishing. Oh, this guy's definitely fishing and observing you. And...
So do you have a navel?
Pardon?
A navel, a belly button.
Is this Damian or is this Phineas?
Yeah, it's Damian.
Don't all men under born of a woman?
Yes, they do. However, not all men who are looking like men are men, now are they?
Whatever do you mean?
I'm just asking if you're a doppelganger. It's going around, you know. We killed some this summer.
Ashoka has the slightest look of annoyance crossing his face. Of like, why am I here in front of this?
I see.
Match?
Yeah, we have one in the Ludus.
And how do you determine whether or not one of your kind is real?
Is my kind?
If the blood stays red, there's lots of bleeding in Ludus.
Ah. Good. Perhaps after this, we will send some inquisitors over to search your conclave to make sure that you are doing a bang-up job.
We would hope that our showing here would provide more than enough evidence of our fealty, but if that is what is deemed to be necessary, we will of course comply.
Excellent. Good to know. There are other ways aside from the blood. You need not worry about our church faithful.
Damien's like looking at other things like I'm sorry, what? Were you saying something, Lou? I was caught up in thought.
Do you want to get a new lawyer? He seems to be fucking prosecution.
Ah. The five-faced god delivers. The Archbishop is ready.
Was there like a hand signal?
No, there was a page that came out and sort of.
Okay, all right. It was,
he,
fucking telepathic bonding shit around.
This way. He brings you to another waiting area where you sit. This is a much nicer, like, office. There are some wooden benches. There's a globe of Tarak, symbol of the five-faced god, a small bookshelf, a writing desk. There's a page, a nervous, like, pimple-faced page standing outside the door. Send them in. Okay. Lucius opens the door and kind of just waves you all in. There is a grand desk that overlooks the seaside. It's actually a beautiful view near the top of the tower. This place is full of gilded gold furniture, gold leaf everywhere. A fine desk that the Archbishop is sitting at. You can see that some of his higher, holier garb is hanging up on mannequins, like just regular wooden mannequins, not like store mannequins, but just like vaguely stick figures made out of wood. Some like voluminous robes and the things that his token are wearing. He's wearing a simple white robe this day. He's got a circlet with the symbol of the five-faced god on his brow, and he's overlooking some books, and there's some scrolls that are piled up on his table. Everything is neat. And everything is very, like, the Wealth of Kings kind of level. Nothing too gaudy aside from his garb. Lucius bows to him, and you notice that there is this spider of a being just sort of hovering in the corner, looking at all of you as he comes in.
Knowledge, what the fuck is that guy?
Sure.
Now that we have the knowledgers in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Knowledge planes.
I'm gonna take 20 on this.
This is Phineas?
No, this is Damian.
Oh, you already rolled this?
Oh, with this guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you talked to him the first time.
Right. So, oh yeah, same guy. All right. Yeah, Phineas will do it. He's got a roll that we can't take down.
This reminds me that Ashoka, if he's going to keep dealing with devils, should probably put a rank in knowledge planes.
That would be wise. 40.
You mean they're not the good guys? From the bloodline and all that.
Huh.
Just say it out loud, like, I didn't know you had one of those in here.
That's as much as he says. He looks around. Huh.
Lucius, if you don't mind waiting outside. Lucius looks a little, like, embarrassed, perhaps because he wanted to hear what... Especially with Damian's poking. He wanted to hear what had transpired. Yes, of course, Archbishop. He takes a step out. He did glance at Caleb, like he doesn't like Caleb, like kind of the same level of annoyance that he showed towards Damian. However, Caleb seems to be completely immune to this, and seems to be staring off at something else that is not. That is neither here nor there. Actually, he's looking at a big map. There's a map to the back of you that shows like Abbasia and then kind of like not quite explored Stygia. Like, it's an older map, probably 300 years old during the conquest kind of thing. You just notice he's sort of staring off at that, not really paying attention. Yes, each of you has been brought here on the as you have each contacted me in one way, shape, or form, you are concerned about the immortal soul of your... He keeps on saying immortal soul. Damian, you know that this is the purview of the church. Gets to kind of... This is one way that they can get their way.
So the body might be the property of a slave owner.
Yeah.
But the soul is still the property of the church.
Yeah. It is the realm of the gods, and therefore the realm of the church, and those that administer over the five-faced god. And the five-faced god is the official religion of the Imperium, and Magnus is a man. So there's that additional clause. If it was an elf, yeah, there might be some like, no, you're a subject and religious freedoms and that sort of thing. But Magnus is a man. It's like you were born in a kingdom, and you're like, but that's not my king. No, it's actually your king. You were born in the kingdom where you think it's not. Like whether there's just no backing out of it. Yeah, you are a subject. So interesting that they're taking this route really quickly. Like they got to this point. Very quickly.
It just tells Damian that any other argument they have is weak.
Yeah, sure.
You don't immediately jump to the nuclear option.
No.
I've received some I have spoken with the detainee, and his minor infractions and disrespect aside, I'm going to have to decide what to do with him. He has shown strange favor amongst the old gods, and while we have not had our judgment yet upon him and his soul, I'm rather inclined to have Magnus, in one way or another, leave the city of Vaddapol. You are his ludus business partner. He looks to, you are the Grand Mage and have made protest through letter, and you recognize your own letter kind of opened up and kind of just lying amongst the neatly stacked scrolls and books on his desk. And then Damian also sent a letter.
No, he didn't send it. He came and spoke on his behalf.
And a legal arbiter who represents, chooses his words carefully, the interest of your business. Now, since the three of you are the only ones making noise, or any noise that matters in this particular concern, what say you? You realize that he's giving you this weird opportunity to speak your case before it actually is an official thing. Passively and almost like nonchalantly, Caleb Goodman now has shifted his gaze to whoever speaks first. And he is scrutinizing. Almost like it comes second nature to him. His eyes are like, you don't think he's got anything in focus at this point?
Okay. Could the Ludus survive if Magnus was a traveling gladiator?
Yes, in fact, we have already taken steps for this season. The assumption was this legal matter might take a while. It is a financial hit to us.
How long would this term of exile be?
Indefinite.
So he could not even return for, say, season-end games?
There is the matter of him being champion, and legally, he is expected to appear in the year-end games.
Yes.
He nods. Caleb Goodman walks over and whispers something into the Archbishop's ear. You can have a perception check.
Take
Yeah.
that for perception check.
It's DC 25 to hear whispering.
It's I don't have my my familiar with me, but 33.
I would have to. That's my perception. Not that awesome.
Skin the snake man and make him into boots. Oh fuck.
Yes, I need a new pair of boots.
29.
Okay. He says, I am quite capable of making him forget. Yes, I do believe that an arrangement can be made for Magnus to appear under strict guard for certain high-profile events. Unfortunately, day-to-day and his keeping will be had by my personal guard. When is the next time that you need a Magnus to perform his gladiatorial duties?
Will he be required to fight 3 times during this season?
He can fight in other arenas, however. Given the proper documentation, should not be required.
He's not registered.
No. He will fight here, where he can be watched.
How is he to train?
He will have room in his cell to move around.
Oddly the same thing.
It will have to do.
This will make our position rather fiscally difficult.
Yes.
It will be challenging for our investors.
I see. Well, then how about this? And he takes out a page that he's already there. He just signs his name. He takes his seal. He puts the seal down into it. I hereby, as Archbishop of Vaddapol, have revoked Magnus Deus's status as a subject and condemned him to slavery. He then takes another document and he writes into it. He pushes another document to the side, and you're pretty sure it says, like, execution. He pushed that one off to the side, and he's now writing in. This contract will see that the House of Cantamber oversee the quartering and training and education of this slave. And this document here will make you the legitimate and legal owners of such slave. And he's looking directly at, like, Ashoka. I assume, conclave of Crimson Scale, or this coaster of the 5 wheels.
Conclave would be the simplest form.
Ah, yes.
Which is effectively one and the same.
What sort of access would the conclave have to Magnus?
None.
So they would own the gladiator, but have no access to him? That doesn't sound like ownership to me.
You will be able to determine which fights he participates in. You will have limited access to him.
Can we define limited?
The occasional visitor may suffice. Under our supervision.
And how would things such as his sale be accomplished?
You wish to sell him?
Well, if we don't have access to him, he's really little good to us now, is he?
What good is he aside from the fights that he wins?
He trains other gladiators, and he's a source of odd moral fervor.
Very
Likely what got him in this mess in the first place.
Ah, well. This document here consigns... This document consigns him for an indeterminate amount of time to Granite Mountain Prison. Would you rather him push a giant wheel for the rest of his existence?
Maybe. It'll be a reverse Conan's wheel. You'll come back a broken-ass weak old man.
I am delivering to you terms. By no means will this man become some sort of symbol for continued unrest amongst the followers of the old gods. And since your Ludus has not converted yet to the 5-faced god, I find it greatly troubling.
With all due respect, many Luduses have not converted. It's the blood tax, after all.
Yes. However, Magnus, in his brief stay with us, has basically declared that he is a troublemaker.
We are aware of some very discreet, high-end connoisseurs who are far away from here. They might have interest in him.
Future dealings of Magnus's fate can be determined at a later date. For now, if you are in agreement with this arrangement that we will look after Magnus here, he will participate in fights, occasional visit under our supervision. The cost of his keeping will come out of my own family's coffers. And he will be able to participate in not only the season-end games, but as well as the year-end games. Give me a sense motive.
I think Magnus would be fun being sold to the Phantom Man. 22.
Shit.
I miss my little devil on my shoulder.
Yep.
My little Nemi Poo.
So they breaking the deal, gonna start imposing. Oh, there's definitely a not not on the not lawful behavior here.
Oh, there's definitely not lawful behavior here, but working within the system.
This is definitely the exception, not the rule.
Yep.
Anyone else with their sense motive?
I got 23.
You may find it a little suspicious that he doesn't want to think further out than the year-end games. Is what you pick up with the 22, 23.
And what after the year-end games?
Perhaps then we can renegotiate
Renegotiate
his status.
what our gladiator can do?
This is me being very flexible. This is also a take-it-or-leave-it deal. Granite Mountain Prison, no one has ever escaped from there. At least not until their time has come. Once in there, I understand, it takes a full year for the wheel to rotate. And until the time of the rotation, there is no getting out.
As a quick look across, as a show of good faith and of common cause, this does seem to be acceptable, if slightly arduous on our behalf.
Ah. Your Ludus has done well in its short period. I am sure that you will overcome this slight bump in the road.
It will be fucking hilarious when we get the right, like, we finally charm the correct friggin' wizard to teleport in with Magnus's gear and a heal scroll, and here's a heal scroll, here's your gear, and just watch him tear ass through the fucking church. Whoopsie!
Cid can do all of that.
Yeah,
Do you know why Magnus is a guest of ours?
Honestly, no. If anything, he's a victim here.
His eyes just shift ever so slightly to Phineas and then to Ashoka.
Ashoka will stare back at him.
Phineas is just kind of sitting there like, why am I here? I just wrote a letter like out of professional courtesy.
I ask again, do you know why we have taken such keen interest in Magnus?
What is the charge?
No, we
I
have
would
not
be lying.
heard the
I
charges
did have
yet.
suspicions.
And what are your suspicions, Ashoka Maria?
There was a particularly odd spell that took place in the middle of the battlefield.
Ah, yes.
And the rumblings from the worshippers of the heathen gods. Something along those lines, yes?
Phineas goes and fucking explains everything. Oh, what you saw there was...
Well, and it was like there was something weird about how long it took for the
Yes, for
yeah.
the Breath of Life spell.
yeah. How many people in this room know about the Ark?
About the box?
Yep.
I honestly don't think Phineas knows.
Okay.
Phineas, well, no, Phineas.
Phineas knew about the nullstones.
Yeah.
Damian knows about the box.
Ashoka knows about the box.
I need 3 will saves.
Stay out of my head, son of a bitch!
Each or
Yeah, one each.
okay.
Okay, is it a poison or mind affecting effect?
It is a
Is it sonic or language dependent?
what is Phineas's int?
His int is
Oh, you done fucked up, sir.
26.
Detecting thoughts.
Huh.
You don't even understand. It's just fucking mathematical formulas going through his mind.
This is why Ashoka doesn't points at random crowds, but not crowds that include Phineas.
Yeah,
Damian was fighting against him. There was no chance that Phineas actually talked to him. Ashoka is the Ludus owner. Okay, so he's concentrating on Ashoka. I think Ashoka is the closest, like...
I didn't roll good.
Okay.
16.
Alright, give me a bluff. This is how well you bluffed your thoughts. Don't think about the thing. Don't think about the thing. Don't think about the thing. La 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 la.
Cats.
Right.
44.
You notice him glance at Phineas, and then he's like rubbing his temples.
Who is this? Who's doing that?
Caleb Goodman.
Yeah, 26 in, so
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you just stunned him.
enjoy your headache.
Ashoka's giving him kind of a knowing look of like,
Can do that, huh?
Forgive me the occasional spell.
Sense motive?
Sure. It's a spell, all right.
$31?
Oh, yeah, he's lying. He was
31?
He was up to something. You know he was using some power.
So, are my suspicions confirmed? Something to do with magic of the old gods not working and the spell mishap?
Yes. This is the Archbishop.
That's rather vague.
We've
Grace?
previously had contact with Cella. She provided healing to Magnus
If
and a few
anyone's
other
guilty,
barbarians.
it's clearly Cella.
Cello will be sent to a convent far from here for re-education.
Marty,
What?
every time I'm like, I could do these 4 things. I could break out a prison break all I wouldn't even know. But Ashoka doesn't give a fuck. That's why it's hard to play evil bastards.
You need not worry about her blasphemies. I do believe that all that is left are your signatures. The ownership of Magnus, and then the contract between the Ludus and the Archbishop's house. It's not the
It's not the church. It's the guy.
It's the guy, but also using his position to, yeah.
So, Ashoka signs.
Okay.
He'll sign first.
Does anyone? Well, it's really only Ashoka's signature because you're the. Yeah.
The first time we meet, you're not going to give him any weapons, are you?
Yes, I do believe that his resilience is both a blessing and a curse.
He
Pra-
looks over to Ashoka. You know he doesn't need them, right?
I realize.
Perhaps in another generation, the Corsicans will... Their strength will become the strength of mankind, and not resist inevitability.
Praise be to the Undying Emperor.
Praise be.
I'll sign.
And
now
you
it's
notice that Caleb Goodman praises.
Mhm.
He nods. He bows deeply at that.
Do that with him in a fight. Praise the Undying Emperor.
I would take it as a courtesy if you were to not inform Magnus as to the details of his ownership.
Very well. Do send us a schedule of the persons and times that you would like to visit Magnus.
We will. We will be keeping in touch.
The events of that day should not be the topic of conversations when you meet him.
Of course. On a slightly different note, in terms of the conversion of the Ludus, we originally were a Ludus of the Five-Faced God, but found that the priest that we had was incompatible with several of our warriors and was not more concerned with conversion through forceful means.
Ah, I like
Endeavor to improve in the status of the god.
excellent. I will have several priests visit your ludus, and you may interview them.
Thank you, High Priest.
Perhaps one who embodies the conqueror.
Yes. The Conqueror or the Mother, they both seem appropriate.
Yes. To mend their wounds, and to make them feel better about their fates.
Leadership Ashoka.
Very well. May the five watch over you.
Thank you,
Damien
High
does
Priest.
whatever the freaking
Yeah.
thing is.
Or whatever it is, yep. Caleb has a slight smile across his face as you're going.
Caleb's such a badass. He's a fucking inevitable, man. He's fucking inevitable.
Okay, the three of you leave. You notice Lucius was like pacing outside. He wants to ask what happened, but he's pretty sure he's gonna get a fuck you from Damian, so he doesn't. He notices that Ashoka has some paperwork.
I can't believe they're gonna let him go. That's what Damien says as he's walking by.
What? He goes in.
Yeah. Ashoka's not going to join in the joke, but it's fun. He won't spoil the joke.
Yep.
He won't. But yeah,
Probably embarrasses Lucius. He goes in with a bunch of questions for his superiors. And like, yeah, exactly.
what's wrong with you? Are we bad at negotiating?
See, here's the thing. No one at that table had a real strong, like, we're friends with Magnus.
Magnus had threatened to kill all of us.
Yeah.
More than once.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Damian would prefer to see him converted to the five-faced god.
You're very lucky!
This is Magnus and his as they a tray and some water and there's some mash on a tray with a wooden spoon. Stuck in the mash is the key to your manacles. There's some worried-looking boy using the stick to poke the tray closer to Magnus.
Magnus is weak now, right?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
I've been ordered to give this to you!
And we stick in a wooden greatsword.
For you to train!
Your god cannot protect you from me.
You're lucky. I will talk to my superiors to make sure that you get a proper reading every day from the book.
step into my office and say this to me face to face.
Do you think I am a fool?
Think you're an idiot. Get the fuck out of here.
Now drink your water and eat your gruel.
Take the wooden spoon with some of the gruel. That's the first thing.
How dare you? How dare you? I shall keep a book of your infractions.
It's not bad gruel. Actually, goes.
It's like, oh god, yeah, food. Because that was the next series of like con checks, and yeah, the starvation rules are a much slower version of the thirst rules. Yeah, Vostok is your unfortunate companion in your misery.
So I'm not certain how to tell Magnus that Ashoka owns him from Ashoka. That doesn't result in Magnus immediately trying to murder Ashoka.
You better be more than 80 feet away.
It does mean at some future date, Magnus's contract could be sold.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna get like 100 talents from and then hopefully the Phantom Man does something good with them.
Oh yeah, Vostok's just gonna read scream from the holy book, like every meal, and yeah, basically, this is Magnus's life now.
Is blindness, deafness a alchemist spell?
I don't think so.
Because if we could smuggle in some deafness potion for Magnus, and then remove
When he leaves. Oh, it appears that you are moving up in the world, says Dimitri Vaska to Magnus. How very good for you. Are you sure you wouldn't want to carrot? It might make that gruel that they serve you much nicer.
Fuck off. You wanted to help me first. Why do you want to help me now?
For a bit of hair?
Looks like... Why do you want this so much?
I told you I met a girl, and, well, you're quite famous.
He's not in my cell, is he?
No, he's in the next cell over.
Yeah, thanks. I'll think about it.
I've got some tomatoes I'm not eating.
Yeah, I'll get that eventually.
Really? Ooh.
Magnus will start stretching.
Yeah, he finally... Oh, you're still in a cage. There's this beat-up wooden training sword. You're like, train? Are they going to put me to death in the arena?
It's interesting how much value you think Magnus would have as a slave. Force me to fight? Fuck you.
Yeah, but then die and go in the box? Not if it's a death fight. People who are condemned and are basically executed via arena, executed ad gladiatorium.
There's a bunch of spells that can persuade one to fight effectively.
You and I could be friends down here, Magnus. I thought we were friends.
Well, it looks like we're gonna be here together for a long time.
Yes, interesting that they gave you a sword. Does that mean you're going to fight some more? I hope that I'm safe to roam around the city by then. Can't stand it. That doppelganger's out there spending all of my money. And it appears that there might even be a doppelganger out there, ruling over your ludus. Maybe they're going to have a Magnus versus Magnus fight. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Wouldn't be a competition.
Oh? How about that hair?
On Magnus.
He shows you a handful of like cherry tomatoes. I could request some meat. Wouldn't that be nice?
That'd be better. All right then. Some meat first.
Oh, let's see.
Time.
I think I've got... Yes. There's a few bones here I didn't quite clean out. And he's hucking a couple of bones across the
Oh,
way.
fuck you, a full steak, you bastard.
I will have to wait till my next meal.
Excellent.
Make the bones clean.
Yeah, probably. I get my strength up.
Yeah, Magnus eating his gruel, drinking the water, and then finally, over time, your health will be restored. It'd be some lean training down there with a wooden sword. Ah, Magnus. Prison. It does mean that you can begin your very slow, arduous training.
Start making shivs.
With craft weapons, you could make shivs. Otherwise, they're just kind of improvised, like, here's a bone!
He's already punches with D6s, so... Hmm? So how long would it take for him to train? He's not really gonna
Without
need
a trainer, training by yourself, I think takes twice as long, and they're paying for the thing. It'll probably take you about 4 weeks to train.
Okay.
So I need to figure out the schedule for visitation of Magnus. I'll have to send him some like Magnus's epic training montage, chasing rats around his
Chasing rats around, fucking walking around on his hands, doing hand push-ups and shit. Like, anything to get weight.
one-handed handstand push-ups.
Right, running around his cell prison, hitting the bars with his with his wooden sword. Endless wind sprints.
Need a montage.
Montage. Oh, it's gonna be so funny when it's you're my property.
Yep, new owner now.
Pull-ups, push-ups, running on the spot, using his chain as a jump rope. Driving Dimitri mad. Stop that! Do a Magnus montage. Awesome. Montage! Alright. Let us switch to the Doomsday characters.
I gotta piss.
Yeah, so do I.
And then that ready to action is eventually gonna go off.
How many hits can Ashoka take from Magnus is the question.
Ashoka has more hit points than Zed.
Oh.
So Ashoka can take 2 hits from Magnus.
Oh, funny. That's pretty funny.
This is why we have Dominate Person.
Yes.
Damn the Nullstones, though, because those Nullstones stop you from just using Dominated Gladiators.
Marty, how often do they come down and give me food?
Well, once a day.
Once a day, so before they schedule to come down, I break my sword and ask them for a new one. Supposed to let me train, I need a new sword. You're supposed to let me train, I need a new sword.
Alright, so they have you eventually give you the bits of the sword before they give you a new one?
Bits of the sword?
Like they want the old sword back. The one you broke.
Oh, yeah. I can
Yeah, okay, so you annoy them by
I'm
breaking the
annoying
sword.
fuck out of
That
them.
way you can't build a fort with all the wooden swords.
Fucking traps
Building
and...
a fort, you haven't done, no!
Alright, where is the... No, wrong map. Open campaign. We want... Search for Zira campaign. There we go. Crater Lake. There we go. Alright, I take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna run around the ring so much. Come on, let's fight. This is fucking running around.